overall in this, like what I feel is the scale. Basically, it is confusing. What is the actual scale of it when light is falling from top and creating this shadow which catch our eyes? Okay, the first this thing catch my eyes, and this is fire. So basically that's as a composition. Like even if you look at this one, so basically it's placed in the third rule of third. Basically if you divide the image in with three. Hello everyone, welcome back to Portfolio Reviews. Today we have Sanjana with us. She asked, how can I improve my presentation on my overall portfolio? Would love to know your insights on what and where I'm lacking. Hello Sanjana, welcome. I really appreciate you reaching out for the portfolio review, and yeah, so love to know your aspirations more. Like if you have some latest project or you want to add, you can reach out. I know it's a long time you have signed up, but you can reach out and let me know what you want to know extra. Oh, you're working at White Plus Studio. Nice, nice. I forgot the name of founder, and but you can tell my name. You know me. We work together in Dhruva. So yeah. So dedicated 3D artist. Yeah, this is. I always suggest to keep simple words as a bio and a little bit what to say. I will make a video on this, like what I say. Like when someone tell us a little bit about yourself, that should be here in the summary. In a few lines, you tell them what you are. Okay, so that's good. My ex brush, all good. That's two things in the portfolio. Let's look from there. Like from the thumbnail, like if I look overall, what catch my eyes, right? So for sure, this environment for sure, right? It catch my eyes, right? This one looks, it have detail. These both of these, right? This one have a little bit more detail, and yes, and this one looks a bit stylized and low poly, and this the same look unproportionate. This I would love to look at, but I think there could be a better screenshot to set up the mood or set up the eye or get the eyes or attention, right? So let's look at this one. 4 year ago, wipe it off. I know because you're learning right now, you're aspiring artist, young artist, so you will be quickly improving your skills. So a 4 year old is a pretty long time. I also might have some work that old in my portfolio, but I'm proud of that, right? So if you look at your portfolio, if you think this is not up to your skill, just scrape it off. Just unpublish it. Do not delete it. Unpublish it. Okay. In case you want to showcase it to someone, then you can. Okay. Still, just publish it, and they will be seeing it. And this bending it looks weird. You can work on it. Overall, again, yeah, as I said, like it look low poly, right? Even in the wood, right? These fibers should be letting this 4 year I would say scrape it off. I will not talk too much about it. This is 3 year ago. Put a lot of work. Does it go back? Okay. I want to check. Nothing. And there, okay. Yeah, it is on the back. Okay. I wanted to see if the feet are going back. So yeah, good. It could be like this. Shapes could have been improved, like this one. I still feel a little bit off for some reason. And the statues could have been. They're nice. Okay, you added more. So the overall in this, like what I feel is the scale. Basically, it is confusing. What is the actual scale of it? Like from here we can see the statues, right? But how big are those, right? And even the Nandi, like are those real collector scale or are they bigger than that? Right? From if we see the from the stairs, there are many. If there are 20, and if we say the one stair is 20, then this might be 2 meter, right? I'm just guessing in there because that should be clear from it. If this railing is a normal scale, then it should be 1 meter. So from that sense, we get the sense of scale, right? Get some things compared to others, right? Like stairs and the railing and some other small things, which make the sense of the scale of the overall scene. So that what I feel is the first thing in there, and we don't need to show all the screenshots, but we need to focus on, like, for example, this screenshot, like why we are showing this one. Is it to show the detail, or is it to show some story, right? So I believe you have two of these. We'll see if one is breakdown and one is, yeah, so this one is breakdown, right? So in this you can showcase all the detail and everything, like what is there and what you want to. So you took the same statue, and I see this, I know you rigged it. I see it's badly skinned, at least at the elbow you can see. So that could be rectified in here. This look odd when you rig it, skin it, and this happens usually. So this one is like breakdown. You're showcasing all the details you made. No tileable texture shown. Does this have unique texture or tileable texture? These ones, they should have tileable texture. I hope these do not have unique. Okay, so this is a team project. Okay, sculptures. Okay, Bat King. Okay. Overall, I will say like these could have been presented. They are big. That what we can see. They are like huge. Like that's how it's in Uncharted, right? But we need to sort out this in environments. You usually, whenever you have larger structure, you use tileable textures, right? And that should be the case in here. And I would have loved to see. This is a team project, cannot be done again. Group project. How many people are in the group? I want to know here. Okay, 5 people were in the group. So yeah, so this basically overall, if I say, the idea is right, but what we could have worked on is overall composition and mood of it, and the scale and proportions for sure. Like if it's big, right? So there is this atmospheric fog and the dust in there. So like if something is very up there, if I forgot the name of to look. Let's just look if we find something in the gallery quickly. So they have this huge environment with Ganesha right here, because that's outside. Okay, so when you see this one, you see there is some atmosphere is there. Okay, and there are people, and that create a sense of a scale, like how big this will be. And if we look at this one, right? So you see there are like mountains, and there is this tree here. Okay, and then the same trees might be placed here. So you get the sense of scale, and there might be bridge or some other detail which can tell like how big that is. So usually using like here, right? You see, so this is the camera angle from below to looking up is kind of tell like how big the space is, right? You see there is some fog and mist is there, right? Some light is coming on. That's tell like how big the statue is. And yeah, so this basically set up the mood. Like even if you look at this, so the cliffs and other things are much more simpler. They don't have noise too much, and there is the most detail you see here. Okay, and it's focus. Like if you see in the composition wise, if you see like these are the brightest points in here. Okay, and there are these details in here which, you know, when light is falling from top, it's creating this shadow which catch our eyes. Okay, this thing catch my eyes, and this is fire, and then I will look. Okay, there is this and this, and there are other characters. So basically that's as a composition. Like even if you look at this one, so basically it's placed in the third rule of third. Basically if you divide the image in with 3 equal parts, so it's sit right there. Okay, and then there is light coming on top, and then it, you know, making this highlight, the shapes are more visible, and then you can see, okay, there is this sitting, and then there is player next to it. And for me also, like I can think these candles are still too big for this concept art, right? Because it's almost like coming till here, like 50 centimeter almost tall candle. I don't know who is placing this big candle, but yeah, you know, is a concept. We can change things in there afterwards. So mostly what I need to see here is the sense of scale and relatability. Like there is this stairs, okay, and then stairs goes where, like if there is a door, okay, and then the door is 2 meter as per the character scale, that there become the relatability. Okay, and you have these cliffs have these details, but these rocks do not. Okay, so we need to keep the detail sensible, and also these should have tileable textures. So what will happen with the tileable textures is they will all look the same, like they will blend together really well. So that what happens also with the using tile. Let's watch this. Nice shot. You can add more overgrown, like we see it's overgrown here, but on the whole also it could be overgrown. Okay, it looked like the reverse of the. It could be the dome, which is like opening and opening this. The up till now in this video, I still have a sense of scale. Like, okay, this player could be this big and this big, stuff like that. Right, this radiant type of thing that make, and the scale of the stairs. Like even this foliage and ivy, right? They like the leaves are too small. Maybe the structure is too big because of that, right? So they look like a moss. But I think it is ivy, right, which is overgrowth on top of it. But it look like a moss. It's really tiny. So we can work on that type of detail in there. And even on the water, like you can add those lily flowers and lotus flower and add some moss or fungi on top, right? So that will add so much life to this pond. Hmm. These angles shots are much better. The still shots. Right, then we need to make sense, like, so the stair comes here, and you can also work on the level side also. Like if it's a playable thing, then player will come here, jump here, swing here, stuff like that. Okay, you can see here, but how they get there, still a question. Do they go from inside? Yeah, that atmosphere is missing, like some fog and something. Like even this is like, you can see a little bit of this light streak is coming here, but when it fall, it make this streak, and the water will fall down and trickle down also, make some streak and streams. That's good. That's good. Overall a good project. And I don't know if you can work on it again or not, but I will say that you can surely improve upon it. And let's I will look at prop later on. Chandelier model up. I would say this should be the first, no? So you showcase this one first. Or is a VR game? Hmm. Overall, it's a nice idea, but I will say like the keep the environment, and this is too bright, right? It's this area there could be a door or something like that. There could be a door or a stairs coming up, so this is not too bright, and we can put more lighting in here. I could see that there are these in here, but there is no. There could be lamp on the wall in here, like one here, and the chandelier is there. It's fine, but it's not lighting. It's basically this. It's all lit, so we can create these hotspots for the lighting, and we can have more images in there, and then we can later on we can show the breakdown should be after this video, right? So like you show this modular set. This is not required. It's okay. It's not your best work also, I would say. This is use this, and then you use trim texture, and then you created this whole thing. That's what you show. But after this, and look, if I talk about the how long you spent on this in there, but mostly like this, the textures and everything seems noisy. Maybe you are going for it, this look, right? But it's a little bit noisy, in my opinion. So you could use Megascan or CC0 texture library and use that as base and then add details. Here it look more calmer, but it's so saturated in here, so red. It looks here, right? So which could be toned down in there. And it's last year, so for sure you can you might be working on your project which you can share. Yeah, and I'd want to look this one in there, and let's look at this one. It's 3 years ago. It's good for being 3 years ago. Yes, look good. If you have improved a lot on your skill, you can retexture it and republish it. Yeah, and otherwise I like it. But I would love to see the wireframe, how it look. Another thing you can do, you can put it on a table. If you go to Polyheaven, they have a free assets of old vintage table and vase and flower and frame. You can just put all of them in there, just put against a wall and just render. Okay, so that you can do also. It's better to render them on top of something than making these floating renders. But overall, I love this quality. Love the texture and everything and detail. But I would love to see the wireframe, how dense it is, and if it's optimized and made properly or not. This is also last year. Yeah, so here you posted the wireframe. This is definitely not game ready wireframe. Yeah. You need to make it a version which is game ready. Is it rock, this one? If it's wood, then have different, and if it's rock, then it's fine. This dent or damage. Yeah. Texture wise, like I say, I will say like it's still like too noisy. Like we don't need to add this much noise and detail everywhere. Only the area which will be impacted or weathered. Like imagine this have oil. Is a mechanical clock maybe running by steam, maybe. Yeah, so like you know like how it run basically. Maybe it's just steam only. Okay, then by steam and slowly steam comes out and then it just keep rotating, stuff like that. So then only we can show a steam coming out. That could be a nice add up to that, but it will be that noisy. Like keep it fresh, but add a little bit of noisiness or the not noisiness like the details, use details. Someone put a hand on stuff like that. Okay, so yeah, so that's good, and it's also 1 year old, and you're already working from 2 years now. I would say I would look for if you're working on something new. Okay, then do post it, and what you can do, you can join our Discord server. Okay, and if you have updated when you update your portfolio, you can sign up again and tell me like if you want me to look at that portfolio again. And join our Discord server if you want to ask anything, need feedback or need guidance on how to go, how to proceed. You can reach out there. Yeah, and yeah, if you ever stuck and you don't know where to go, how to proceed, and in your career or in your life, then have a question, ask, and you can always reach out to me. And yeah, and don't forget to subscribe, guys. And thank you very much for being here. And Sanjana, I wish you best of the luck for your future endeavors. And remember, I'm always here. Okay, so keep up the good work and take care.